So you bite the head off. I don't want to hear you chew that, so let me know when you're done.
I feel like I'm eating a Dave Matthews concert.
Oh my
We have some fun stoner topics to go over, like is there a God? I feel like I'm more skeptical because I think that like I felt like at a certain age, and I thought everybody went through this. That's why I was asking you. That's why I brought it up. You go through and you go.
Wait, that doesn't add up.
Hang on a second. Yeah,
I went through that. I did.
This,
I went through that in college.
I know you start to say. Let me say what it is and see if you actually you did the same thing as I did. I start to think if somebody says this is all made up, then you go and you look and you go, this could entirely be made up. The argument that they create religion to control the masses completely makes sense when you look at people's actions based off of God.
Yeah, of course.
Yeah.
That's why I don't let what people make up control what I believe and what I think. I'm not going to war.
COVID.
What?
I'm kidding. I said COVID. COVID.
Don't even get me started. Don't get me started on COVID. That's science, which you refuse to believe. So that's a different story.
Oh, I believe it.
You believe COVID?
I believe in 99.89% because
so either you believe science or you don't. So I don't know if you believe the vaccine or not, but either you get on the side of science or you don't, or you get on the side of religion or you don't. You can't pick and choose. Maybe you can.
You just said we could choose. We could be both science and religion 10 minutes ago.
I mean, you could be on both.
No, I said both can exist, together.
Anyway, to finally get through my point.
Oh my God, you had a point?
I think so. I feel like you go through all those stages and you look at it and you go, "This is complete and total BS. I can't believe any of this." What don't
you believe?
Here's how I really feel. I feel like this. I don't feel like this is a made-up story, but I feel like the possibility that it's a made-up story, that people
is a possibility,
passed around for decades and centuries and whatever, stories orally before they were even written down. And then you look at the other gospels that weren't included in the Bible, and then you start to get into you learn that
the other gospels that weren't included in the Bible?
There were far more than 4 gospels written. See, this is what I'm saying. You don't even know this.
Tell me.
There's other gospels that were written. They were taken out of the Bible. You watched the Da Vinci Code. This is like all in there.
I didn't see the Da Vinci Code. No,
really?
Oh, so I'm going to believe the Da Vinci Code.
It's a phenomenal movie.
Okay.
It is a theory too.
So you base your whole modern thought off of something that someone wrote about a painting that Leonardo da Vinci created.
No.
Hold on, Tom Hanks.
What the fuck are you talking about?
I can't even.
Tell me.
There were more than 4 gospels written. They were just not included because they didn't they didn't make sense to the story.
What were they? Tell me.
Hey,
I don't know, Frank. We have to Google this.
I gotta Google. Don't push me around. Listen,
I'm asking. I'm really curious.
I think you're verbally attacking.
This feels
right now.
I'm literally, genuinely asking what you're talking about.
Oh God.
All right, hold on. Why are there only 4 real gospels? I need to find non-propagandary shit because this is, by the way, nothing. This isn't not something I read on the internet. I remember being taught
something
this.
you saw in a movie.
No, I was taught it in college. A college religion class.
Oh my God.
What gospels are not included in the Bible? Okay, here we go. There are other gospels that have been found over the last century that were not included. This is from NPR. They've never lied. They've never shouted also. They whisper everything.
That's true.
The Gospel of Judas wasn't included.
Oh, Judas. Let's back him up. The first traitor. Let's.
This only says
speaking another language to me right now.
You don't know who Judas is?
I've heard of him in passing.
The guy who ratted out Jesus and got him caught so that he could be crucified.
Oh, that guy.
One of the apostles who betrayed him.
That's a scumbag move. Would you ever name your kid Judas?
I would not.
All right, I don't know if these are all gospels, but here's an article. There are 14 books that were removed from the Bible over the course of its history.
Whoa.
Okay,
All right.
Cancel culture.
possibly. But I don't know why. I don't know what's in them, and I don't know why they were removed. But
Probably alien stuff.
they exist. It's not like people can't access them.
Because it's all made up. That's why.
Okay.
It's all made up.
Just, there's like a thing. You just take. You see everything, and you go, I don't believe this. That's what you do. You take it, and you just immediately go on the cynical side. I go on the well, maybe, and then I look at it, and I consider it. And I go, well, this is something that I understand. And do I believe that, there was a boat that had two of every animal? I think that was a story told to convey something.
Okay, so you admit that it's made up. There's some made up elements to it.
That's Noah's Ark.
Yeah, I believe that there are some stories told in it that
one thing right
that you shouldn't take as literal. Like there's a lot of stuff about like there's stuff about
like love thy neighbor,
living a certain lifestyle that there's rules in there that don't really apply as
like
today. Like if this certain type of wool is in touch with this certain animal, you're a sinner or some weird stuff like that.
Yeah.
Right.
Thou shalt not suck another man's penis. Yeah, that's another one.
That's like there's as we evolve as a species, as humans.
So you're picking and choosing what's good and what's not.
No, I'm not. I'm
you think
evolving
do you think they're gonna fix the Bible now for like the trans people or no?
And I believe what was relevant and made sense 2,000 years ago.
I thought I saw a Chinese guy drawing yellow in the Bible. I think they're not gonna make they did it to Dr. Seuss.
I don't know why I'm trying to.
I wanted to give one joke in the last hour. Let me give one thing.
I don't know why I'm trying to reason with two people who are like stoned.
No, because you're like, oh, that part's kind of made up. Do I believe that part? No. But the other part here where they said the unbelievable shit, like that happened.
Frank, what about if they talked about Donald Trump in the Bible, about him being an ass? You'd be like, yep, that's right. That's 100% right.
What the hell are you talking about?
Well, anyway, no. if I can finish, because I've been interrupted 4,000 times on this episode.
If you would ever get to a fucking point.
How can I? You're too busy screaming at me.
God.
I get to the end of like, this is all BS and I don't believe any of it. And there's just no way. It's like you get to like 99% of a download and you just never get that last one. That's how I feel. There. I get to the end of this was made to control us and things are BS and blah, blah, blah. But then you start to think about like all the amazing things that have happened to you and how you got to where you are and what you have. And this could have went that way so easily and just turned into garbage. And there was something there guiding you, watching over you, helping you make those, whatever it was.
That's what I'm saying, man.
I get to that point and I go, I can't believe that that's not entirely true as well. So I can never.
That's what I'm saying. That's all I'm trying to say.
And then the same could be said about shitty things that happen too.
I believe
that's where
that shitty stuff exists. It has to exist. It can't all be great stuff. If it were all great stuff, we'd already be.
We wouldn't know what's
paradise.
Good. Yeah,
we'd be in heaven already. We'd be living our eternal life, but that's not why we're here.
Maybe this is our eternal life.
We're here. No! This life has a time limit on it, and I believe we're supposed to make the best of this life, and I also believe that this life is a test to get into the next life. That's what I believe. I believe we're supposed to be the best person we could be in this life, so that we're worthy enough to get.
How do you know you're in the first life? What if you're in the next life?
Yeah, exactly. What about if you're in like the third, fourth, fifth life?
Just that's what I'm saying. It doesn't matter. We believe.
Right. So there goes my point.
Believe what you can. But I believe that whatever life I'm in, let's say you believe it's the third life.
That's the one. That's the important one.
You have to be good so that you're good enough to get into the next one. And I believe that.
Are you saying you have to be good for goodness sake? Is that what you're saying?
No, I believe you have to be good for God's sake. And all my religious fans, feel free to rip on these two for laughing at you.
Like I just said, I can't say that there's no. I still believe in God, whatever you. I feel like all the stories are.
Doesn't sound like you do.
But here's my point. Even if all those stories are bullshit, it's inconsequential. It doesn't matter if they're real or not real. There can still be that thing, entity, person,
Sure.
whatever.
Yeah. Listen, there's
Right.
100 religions on, whatever there are on Earth. Everybody
Right,
has
that's
their
the
own
other
beliefs.
explanation. How do you explain the religions that don't believe in Jesus?
Everybody has their own belief, and I get that, of course.
So doesn't
everybody's
actually my shit makes more sense that all your religions are bullshit and there's just one guy up there going whatever. However you got to get to me is fine.
At the core of it, there's that teaching that you have to be, treat your neighbors as as you would want to be treated. It's just it's a matter of being morally responsible. Okay, never mind.
Are you saying teach your children well?
No, I get them from this one.
Feels like you're writing a Crosby, Stills, Nash
what's
and
the
Young
next
song.
topic? Go, move the arrow.
There is no next topic. The next topic's the end of the lower third.
The whole treat your neighbors thing, though. Here's my thing. You
have a problem with her phone ran out of battery. If there wasn't a more proof of a God than right there, boom, there's your proof. If you needed a more significant proof of God, that's it. Case closed. Wait a minute. Mic dropped. Boom. I couldn't have put it better myself. I fucking love it. That was poetic justice right there. That was fantastic. That was friggin' beautiful. Come on. Tell me that wasn't great.
That's messed up. It's only great because I know in your head you were praying to God that she would try.
I was not. I had no idea that was going to happen. I didn't think of that, but her battery ran out at the exact moment.
You weren't thinking, dear God, let this idiot shut up right now.
Not at all. I wanted to keep talking.
I thought we just saw proof of a God. Frank prayed for something and it came true immediately. That might have been a miracle.
But that was beautiful. I'm telling you, believe me. My whole thing is I believe in God. I believe there's a creator. I believe there's a higher power. I believe in Jesus. That's my choice to believe in Jesus. I love the stories. I love Jesus, and that's where I am. So you don't like that? Good for you.
I didn't say I didn't like
you.
that.
I'm talking in general.
You're very angry and combative tonight.
I'm also 2.5 in, so
I'm starting to get worried about your wife. No,
we're all good.
I'm going to start checking with her at parties.
If there's one thing you should know about me is when I get drunk or tipsy, I am a very happy and social. I will talk to everybody and anybody. I love everybody. I'm a loving and caring and happy drunk.
I'm just saying that wife of yours unfortunately walks into a cabinet for any reason, and I'm gonna have a problem with you.
That would never happen.
Just know
my wife, I love her to death, and it would nothing like that would ever happen.
What was I gonna say? Shit, it was gonna be really good.
Yeah, I'm sure it was.
I was really enjoying it in my head before I could say it. Fuck. Oh.